Okay, here's our 2002 Range Rover P38. We have the Harman Kardon DSP amp that is no longer working. There is only a very faint sound coming out of the subwoofer. So there's plenty of videos online that show you how to remove the amp. And what I've done is to buy a BMW Harman Kardon amp, which has the same connector on eBay. And there's a couple of pins that are different that I'm going to show you in a minute, which we have to remove or clip, and then we are going to see if we get working sound with this amp. Okay, we removed the trim panel back here, and under there was the CD and the subwoofer, and you can see the connectors for them here. And then we also removed the top panel, and behind here, which you'll see in a minute, behind the sound deadening is where the amplifier sits. Here's the connector for the amplifier, and I've also got a wiring diagram from the rangerovers.net website. Here we go. So on the BMW amps, there's a couple of different versions. So I'm going to use the version from the convertible, which sits inside the car as opposed to in the trunk where they can get moisture exposed. So hopefully it's better. But there's a couple of signals, such as the DSP signal, that need to be removed, and the subwoofer inputs from the head unit, which are on pins 39 and 40, which also need to be removed because those are outputs on the BMW amp. But if everything works, then we should get sound out of at least the front speakers, and then there is a way, if you solder the front and rear inputs together, to get the rear speakers working. And the best way is to run wires from the head unit for the rear outputs, but those don't exist in the existing wiring loom. So rather than rip the car apart to do that, I'm just going to try to get the front speakers working first. Okay, and now we have sound. I can't actually play it because otherwise YouTube will ban me from posting this, but there you go. It's coming out of all of the speakers in the front. Well, the bass is actually from the right side rear, but still sounds pretty good. And on the driver's side or the left side, bass, mid, and tweeter are all working.
Really poorly. It sounds